Hello and welcome to another video, and today I'm going to talk about weight loss and why it is essentially a stupid thing to focus on. Now before I start, I'm going to eat this 12, so to make it a little less awkward and to pass the time while I'm doing it, you might as well go and like the video. Thanks. Okay, we're in. So obesity levels are rising pretty much everywhere, right? People are getting bigger, and so weight loss is a massive part of society today. However, when we talk about weight loss, what we actually mean is fat loss. Weight in itself isn't necessarily a bad thing, and therefore weight loss isn't necessarily a good thing. Weight can mean being hydrated, or having a lot of muscle mass, or having high bone density, all of which are good things. In fact, the human body is actually about 60% water, right? So I weigh 207 pounds, which means that about 124 pounds of my body weight is water. Now, if I was to go an entire day without drinking anything, I'd wake up in the morning about 4 to 5 pounds lighter. But is that a good thing? Of course not. The truth is, weight loss can come from any number of things, and most of the time when you see dramatic weight loss, it's as a result of extreme dehydration or a loss of muscle mass. Basically, to lose 1 pound of body fat, you need to create a deficit of about 3,500 calories. That means eating 500 calories less every day for a week. So if you're on a diet and you find yourself losing 5 pounds in the space of a week, the chances are a lot of that weight wasn't fat, because it's simply not possible to lose that much fat in that space of time. And that's why measuring the success of your diet by weight loss alone is a terrible idea. What we really want to look at during any diet or sustained intentional period of weight loss is how much fat you're actually losing. Now, in order to do that, although a lot of people use body fat scales, the truth is they're not particularly accurate, so a better and more sustainable way of doing it is just check the way your clothes fit. Like if the waist on your jeans starts to get looser, the chances are you're losing body fat. And this is absolutely crucial, because sometimes you can lose body fat without actually losing body weight. So for example, I have a lot of clients who are looking to improve their body composition and just generally get a bit slimmer, and they're training consistently for the first time. Now, as a result of this, they're starting to build quite a lot of muscle mass, and so even though they've lost a significant amount of fat and they now look a lot better, they haven't actually lost that much weight. And now ordinarily you might panic and think, oh my god, I'm not losing weight, my diet isn't working, but of course it is. It's just you're losing weight in the right way rather than just these drastic water and muscle loss diets. Because like I said, ultimately weight is meaningless. Like you can lose weight but not actually look any better, and conversely you can not lose weight but look a lot better. So to go back to my example, you can contrast this with someone who's doing one of those like crazy fad diets, like eat nothing but oranges and rice cakes for a week, or drink monkey urine for 20 days. Yes, if you do that, you're going to lose weight. Of course you are, because you're eating a very low number of calories, and when you eat a low number of calories, you lose weight. That's just science. But what you need to remember is that because that weight loss is so drastic, a large portion of it is going to come from muscle and water loss, which, as we've established, is a bad thing. Which means that actually this diet's pretty ironic, right? Because you're running a diet and you're losing all this weight, but because you're losing a lot of muscle actually helps you burn more calories, right? The more muscle mass you have, the more calories you can burn. And so by running this diet and losing loads of muscle, in the long term, it's going to be a lot harder for you to burn calories and lose fat. The other problem with one of these fad diets is that although yes, you will lose a lot of weight in the short term, your body will adapt to that low number of calories pretty quickly, and at that point you're going to stop losing weight. And at this point you're stuck, right? You have nowhere to go because you're only eating that 1 walnut and 1 thimble of monkey urine a day, or whatever it is that the diet recommends, and so you can't take those calories any lower to keep the weight loss going, which means that invariably you put all the weight back on and you're back to square one. So in conclusion, if you want to lose body fat and look better, remember, weight loss is not the be all and end all. Yes, it is part of that process, and of course you want to be losing body weight over a period of time, but the most important focus is body fat. So focus on slow weight loss and being patient. I know it's easy to say, but I cannot stress how important that is. If you lose just 1 pound a week, after a few months, that's going to be a pretty huge amount of fat loss, and that way it's much more likely to be sustainable. Right, that's it, I'm done. All this talk of fat loss has made me hungry, so I'm going to go and get some lunch. So I sincerely hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. If you found it informative, feel free to share it around, tell your friends, subscribe, etc. And I will see you tomorrow.